Planning a fishing trip shouldn't feel like a full-time job. With fishingbooker.com, you can find and book the perfect fishing trip within minutes. Fishingbooker.com connects you with trusted fishing captains around the world. Booking is fast, easy, and secure, with access to verified customer reviews, loyalty rewards, and around-the-clock customer support. Everything you need to book with confidence is in one place. So head to fishingbooker.com and start planning your next fishing adventure today.
This episode is brought to you by Netflix. The MLB at Field of Dreams returns. Bryce Harper and the Philadelphia Phillies face Byron Buxton and the Minnesota Twins at the iconic Field of Dreams ballpark. The field is calling. Watch the MLB at Field of Dreams game live on Netflix Thursday, August 13th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 4:30 p.m. Pacific.
Welcome back to the Survival and Basic Badass podcast with Kevin and Chuck. Today, we're going to talk physical security. And what I'm talking about is you have some kind of bug out location. Maybe you set up a compound. Maybe the apocalypse happens and you and 5 of your buddies are stuck in your apartment and you're finding a way to secure it. This is the podcast for you. So pull up a chair, grab a beer, get comfortable, and so it begins. When I started researching this topic, our buddy over at the Kilo 23 group sent me a bunch of Army training manuals. And so one of the ones that, kind of caught my eye this week was physical security. So basically, the Army has a manual, and I kind of went through it, and they talk about, aggressors, when they're coming to come after you, they actually, they have a bunch of different tactics they use, but they all seem to fall into like a couple of categories. I think they give a list of about 10 here, and I kind of wanted to go through them and, and see if you guys, any of them strike your fancy and something you might want to think about. So one is like a moving vehicle bomb. That's like when an aggressor drives an explosive truck into your thing and detonates it. We've seen that a lot with ISIS and all that crazy stuff now. Where they're just trying to destroy and kill as many people as possible. Usually it's a suicide attack. I mean, obviously, if somebody's driving in their vehicle with explosives, it is a suicide attack. Right. But when I say usually, I mean, it could be the guy who rigs up the remote control car or, sticks his dagger through the gas pedal.
Right.
And says, take that! Or, the cinder block in the old movies. Uh-huh. They used to always put the cinder block on the gas pedal.
Yeah, and it always fooled the bad guys.
Always. They're shooting, no, we're going to get that guy! Mm-hmm. And
he wasn't even in there.
Wasn't even in there.
All right, physical security, basically it's when you're defending your property, the outbuildings, personnel, hardware, software, anything that can be physically damaged. And it's not necessarily enemy attackers. That also includes like floods, fires, that sort of thing too. So it's a basic overall of threats to your compound, wherever it may be.
All right.
So, I mean, you have to think as far as like a broad range of things, securing the perimeter, securing the gates, all those sorts of things. What do you want to start off with here?
Well, I was going to give you a bunch of scenarios.
All right, let's do those. All right.
And then,
sorry I interrupted.
You did kind of get in the way of my flow there a little bit. I think everyone's a little upset right now. But I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take a deep breath and reset. And we're going to go through and let Chuck handle things the right way. And all realize that Kevin needs to, know his place over there and understand how this is going to work. So now that's...
all I can do is dick and fart jokes. I know my place now. Thank you for correcting
And
me.
with that, stationary vehicle bombs. That would be, covertly parks an explosive-laden car nearby. Oh, you don't see me here? And then boom! You get it. An exterior attack. Now that's
That's like when you're in prison. How's that? What's the exterior attack?
well, basically they use weapons like rocks and clubs and, improvised shit, hand grenades, whatever. And oh, yeah. And then they basically try and damage shit, throw rocks over the wall and that kind of thing.
All right.
Like they do to U.S. embassies all over the world.
Right.
Right. We talked about that. Ballistics. That's where they're firing small arms and shooting at you. That's like what you think of as the full-on, assault, right? Forced entry.
Right.
Forcibly enters. Entry tools might be involved. Possibly also explosives. They create a man-passable opening and move in. A covert entry. This is when the hot chicks, like, oh, I'm just here to satisfy the boys.
Right. Honeypot.
Honeypot, and you're like, oh, well, that sounds nice.
Mm-hmm.
Our guys like the ladies. Send her on in.
Yeah, I know that I'm ugly enough that if an attractive woman ever comes up to me and starts aggressively hitting on me,
There's
I know
something going on.
something's up.
All right. So you got to watch out for that. Insider compromise.
Traitors.
A traitor. So you got to watch out for those. Hopefully that's not the case, but maybe your prepper group's been training together for 5 years. Then the world falls apart. And then some guy named Lefty Joe shows up.
Mm-hmm.
And he's wearing a red t-shirt with like Che on it.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, hey guys, I like the Second Amendment. Let's hang out.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, oh, cool. That's the kind of thing they're talking about there. I'll let you take your imagination wherever. Now, there's
Lefty
also,
Joe, that son of a bitch.
like Kevin was expanding, it's not even always just an attack, like visual surveillance.
Mm-hmm.
There's drones. There's all kinds of things in the world these days you got to worry about. Somebody with binoculars, cameras, whatever, looking from a distance. Like when they say, oh, you're going to go, try and overtake that enemy compound, and you go and you lay in wait and you watch for their, like, patrol rotations,
Right.
when they
Who's
do their
coming, who's going.
changeovers, what's going on. This is that kind of thing where they're laying in the woods and they're taking notes. Kevin's got his sketch pad in there.
Mm-hmm.
He's drawing pictures. Chuck's beard looks like this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about.
I know what's up.
Acoustic eavesdropping. That's, listening devices, that awesome, like, little big cylinder, looks like the old school satellite dishes.
Do they still use those?
And it has the little laser in the gun, and you got the headphones on, and you point it at Kevin's mouth, and
I don't
you're
think
like,
that.
No,
I think they're past that now.
they're past that. Okay, but that's what came to mind.
All right.
They also say, like, electronic eavesdropping.
Mm-hmm.
So we could say your physical insecurity might involve you sending out text messages, emails.
Mm-hmm. That's what Lefty Joe does.
Lefty
he comes
Joe.
with his smartphone. And he's snapping pictures.
Oh, hey, guys.
Yeah. And next thing you know.
Stand in front of the 50 cal.
Right.
And then you're like, oh, yeah, that'd be a great picture.
Right. Next thing you know, I'm on like some girlfriend revenge website with naked pictures of myself. It's not good.
It's not going to end well. So, mail bombs. We hear about those in Texas. Supplies bombs.
What is a supply bomb?
They say the aggressor conceals bombs in various containers and then delivers them to your supply materials manager.
Okay.
Like a loading dock, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last but not least, they say airborne contamination. Oh, and waterborne contamination.
All right, there
Now,
you go.
waterborne is, when you throw the dead body in the well.
Right.
That was the old school, hey, you guys want the
Dead
plague?
sheep and all the, yep.
And you're all drinking the water, and you're like, does it taste a little off today?
Does this taste a little like dysentery?
Here, you taste it. Tell me what
All
you
right.
think.
Well, how do you defend yourself against all these outside threats?
That's what we were supposed to do?
Yeah, if you've got a compound, you've got your outbuildings, you've got your personnel, family members that you're trying to protect are there with you, kids and all your thing. Obviously the first line of defense is a basic perimeter. What is your perimeter? At least have it marked out. Where are your borders? You also have to think of line of sight. If you've got 1,000 yards in every direction cleared of trees, then you're going to spot somebody coming. But they're also going to be able to watch you. So it's there's always trade-offs with this sort of situation. It depends on terrain. It depends on climate. Depends on a lot of these types of things. But the main thing you want to focus on is having a secured entry point.
All right.
How do the vehicles and people generally move into the property? You might have to have somebody there to challenge them. Somebody that can in a defensible area.
A gate guard, if you will.
Gate guard. There you go. If you can keep people from just wandering in, that's the first step, right? People just wandering onto your property without any sort of impediment.
Now, ideally, like a lot of the prepper books that I read, like the things they'll do is they'll have some kind of vantage, security check posts, where they have like a little tower or a hill or somewhere where they're going to have some distance, and it's their job to hang out with the binoculars, see bad guys coming.
Right. And then react to that, right? Communications
so,
or...
like, a lot of times the reaction, a lot of people like spider holes, that kind of thing.
Right.
So you set them up, but you may not have to have 6 people hanging out in a spider hole all day.
Mm-hmm.
You have your guy at the tower who's like, you know what? I can see about a mile out. People are, walking this way.
Right.
There's a bunch of refugee types with shopping carts, and they're heading towards the compound. And if all of a sudden 6 guys pop up all around you, all with guns out of the ground,
right?
You've already got they got a lot of hand grenades to roll out.
Yep.
You're gonna, they're gonna have a problem.
Yeah. Well, I think we'll call that a quick reaction force. Maybe a group of people that are specifically the ones that are, best trained with whatever
fire team kind of thing.
Exactly. Somebody that can be notified and short notice be prepared to challenge anybody that's coming.
Now, another good way is by having proper walls and roofs in your compound.
Right.
And what I mean by that is, like in new construction, you can have like reinforced masonry, sorry.
Right.
Or, concrete walls, reinforce the roof, that kind of stuff. But you can even go through your existing, maybe put some shutters up, maybe, some hardened front door, new hinges.
Right. One thing I think a lot of people overlook is actual shutters. You know, they're decorative now, all shutters,
Yeah.
But it isn't too difficult, though it might not look attractive, to have just a solid piece of maple plywood.
Right.
Something that you can swing shut when a storm comes through, or when somebody's firing small arms at your house. Something to just close things up a little bit, tighten it up.
Right. Also, like with a front door, if you're setting up your location, if you have like the double door, like a foyer kind of thing, that's a great, option. But I mean, if you're going to plan that out, you may as well plan out a beefy door, and then you don't have to worry about it. Definitely detection elements are key. And that's, having the tower where people are looking. And, this may be a bunker built into the side of a hill. It depends on your location and your scenario, know. I mean, obviously, you don't want like, hey, here's the big guard tower. Pick me off from, 300 yards out because you see me standing there with my binoculars and my red hat on. That's maybe, it's like a Make America Great Again hat.
Oh, the MAGA hat?
Yeah, is that what that's called? Right. And people
Okay.
throw sodas at you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
funny. Overall, your general design of your layout. Basically, you want to provide yourself with defensible positions. If you can make solid walls around your property.
Yeah, they call that prepper feng shui.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I just made that up. Nobody called
Nobody
it that.
called it that? Oh, because I was going to see if the wife might want to, go into business, set something up there. There's a lot of levels of protection. So I guess basically with this is like your different ballistic types, the requirements of what it takes to stop certain things.
Right.
So I can go through some of these, just give you an idea. I don't expect you to remember these numbers. But, so somebody comes up with like a 38 special, right?
Mm-hmm.
2 inches of reinforced concrete is what you're looking at.
I don't think anything's made of 2 inches reinforced concrete.
No?
Nope.
9 millimeter, 2.5 inches is going to stop it.
Mm-hmm.
7.62, 4 inches.
All right.
And obviously that's going to cover your 5.56 as well because that's bigger. You get the idea.
Mm-hmm.
The 38 special, 4 inches of brick, like clay bricks.
Okay.
9 millimeter, same thing will stop it. 6 inches for 5.56, 8 inches for 7.62. Steel plate. Now, like mild steel plate, so the normal stuff you buy. 1/4 inch will do the 38 special. 5/16 will do 9 millimeter. 9/16 will do 5.56, and almost a full inch if you want to stop 7.62.
All right. So you want to have more than plywood and drywall between you and the outside if you can do it.
Sounds like
Yep.
your little bit of insulation and drywall is not really stopping it. And forget it when the guy shows up with, they call it a tactical, when they show up with the truck with the 50 cal in the back.
Yeah, then you're just out of luck.
Yeah, no.
All right. Well, all right. Let's do a quick talk about searching a car. You got a car coming onto the property.
All right. Now, is this like at our checkpoint or what's happening?
This is at our checkpoint. This is somebody that may or may not be friendly. You want to verify that they're safe before they come in.
All right. And he's like, hey, I have 2 cases of Gatorade in the back, and I think we might be able to work out a deal.
All right. Well, let's take a look at things here. First thing that you're going to need for searching a car is you want some sturdy gloves, flashlight, and a mirror.
Okay.
You start with the compartments in the car: the glove box, the side doors, the center console. You're going to use your flashlight, your mirror. You're going to want to look up underneath things.
Okay.
Go inside the glove box, looking up at the top of the glove box. Use your mirror, use your flashlight, the corners of the car. Then work your way to the seats. Work through the seats with your gloves tucked in all in the sides and the back there.
Yeah.
Work your way, then work on the trunk. Go through the trunk. Same thing. Take out the tire, take out the jack, anything that's in there, clear it out. Go through everything. You're going to want to search the floor. Take out the mats, any loose carpeting that's sticking up, pull it up, see what's underneath there.
I feel like I'd just shoot the guy. Like, this sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah. Well, yeah, sure. Take the Gatorade.
Take the Gatorade.
Yeah.
Be like, dude, fuck,
All right, and then just do a search underneath the car, with your mirror. Get under there. Take a look around with the flashlight. Make sure everything's where it's supposed to be. If you don't know what the bottom of a car looks like to begin with, you're the wrong person to be searching the car anyway. So just a conscientious, quick run through of the basics there. You can really get a good idea what's in the vehicle by spending 5 or 10 minutes going through it.
What about guard dogs? I mean, I know they're able to like sense things a little bit out there. When the truck's coming around the turn and your dog starts growling, gets a little excited. What can we do to have the better guard dog?
Yeah, well, I think one thing that, whatever the reason is, the deterrent, people just don't like mean dogs.
I don't like mean dogs.
Nobody likes them,
I went to somebody's house the other night.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, do you like dogs? And I kind of hesitate, and I'm like, yeah. And well, I can tell you don't like them.
Yeah.
And you know what it is? I don't like dog owners. People that your dog's going to come over and sniff my balls and freaking, ram his head into me over and over again and jump up and put his claws in my belly.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
If your dog's cool and it's going to come over
like
and
your
be like,
shitty
hey,
dog.
You want to rub my head? We could hang out and be friends. Then that's great. Or if your dog's like Lassie, or freaking Rin Tin Tin. That dog was awesome.
Right. Saving the day.
All the time. So, all right, what do you got? How are we going to turn our dog in?
Well, first thing you need to do is socialize your dog with people. Make them comfortable with people.
Okay.
You're going to want to do, like, some training classes. You're not Cesar Milane. If you are, then you don't need my help,
Really? Because he makes good guard dogs?
I don't. Well, you want to have your dog obeying you.
Oh,
you want to have your dog behave itself.
He does get the dog
listen.
to obey.
Yeah.
So that is all right.
All right. So you want to be able to teach your dog to stop barking on command. Now, I've got 2 dogs. One's stupid as fuck, and I can't teach it anything. I can't teach it a damn thing. But the other dog, he's pretty good on it. You also want to have them bark when strangers are approaching. That's really, one of the main reasons to have a dog is to alert you that something's up.
Yes.
Give you a heads up. Let's see. Do a daily walk of the perimeter with your dog on a leash.
I like
that. The main thing is you want to be in control of your dog, not the other way around. Dog doesn't boss you around. You boss the dog, man. Have people you don't know approach the house or try and push their way in through the door, just to have
How are we going to get
just
him
to have
do
him
that
aware.
if we don't know them?
No, stranger to the dog.
Oh,
stranger to the dog. And finally, you can feed the dog gunpowder to make it extra mean.
Yeah, that's a good rule.
I don't know how it works.
I thought it was you wanted him to get the taste of like human blood.
Yeah, there you go. Feed one of your kids to him, and then feed him the gunpowder, and you've got a dog. You've got a mean dog right there.
The insatiable urge, All right.
You got a man-eater.
A man-eater. I like it. No, that's what we're talking about. Different things, different ways of stepping up your abilities, stepping up. What else you got on that list?
That's it for perimeter security here. What else you got there? You were talking about electronic warfare.
Yes.
So you want to talk about that? Basically, we're talking about the end of the world.
Yes.
So, maybe you need to think about code words for radios. A lot of the radios, a lot of the walkie-talkies and the CBs that we have, somebody could tune into the same channel.
Right. Now,
and listen into what's going on inside.
That's a cool thing where that ham radio license we told you guys about might come in handy. Because now all of a sudden, you have a whole lot more channels open to you that your average Joe with his Walmart walkie-talkies might not have access to.
Right.
That's going to be a big thing, especially if it's something like an EMP, something like that, where they have, limited access to good gear. Whereas if you stored a bunch of your, high-end radios, you might be ready for this kind of shit. Another thing that we've touched in the past, but it's always worth saying, is the drive up to your compound. Making it so that somebody can't, like I mentioned, just run their vehicle right through the gate and come right in. You need to set up barriers, and they got to be substantial.
Right.
I think way back we talked about, and this is way back in one of the first episodes, about how outside the U.S. embassies, they have the big potted plants or giant, concrete barriers.
Right.
And they look like nice, friendly plants, but really it's, hey, you're not going to drive your car through here.
Right.
Because we don't go for that crap, And that's something you might want for your compound. Now, you're like, well, Chuck, that's cool, but after the grocery stores don't have anything, I'm not exactly going to go to the store and buy the 800-pound freaking, pot to put in my driveway. No, but do you have 2-foot thick trees? You might be able to just cut it down and let it fall right in place.
Right.
I mean, I do. I could stagger my driveway right up, you know? And if not, maybe a little effort. You know, maybe you have that junk car. Maybe you park your freaking lawnmower in the way. I don't know.
Right.
You know, these are the kind of things, though, that you might want to think about beforehand. Maybe, you know, maybe getting a chainsaw. Maybe having a good quality axe.
Right.
I know I can't stress that enough.
I know. You're big on the axes there.
I do like a good axe. But, you know, the tools, man. It's all about the tools. Just saying. Just putting that out there.
Just putting it out there, man. It's about having the stuff.
Now, you heard some interesting things in the news this week? Is that what you were
big
telling me?
big Second Amendment victory. Second Amendment Foundation, Department of Justice and the Second Amendment Foundation reached a settlement in the Second Amendment Foundation lawsuit of Defense Distributed and Cody Wilson. It's over free speech in regards that he was drawing up 3D plans for firearms, how to build them, how to construct them, and distributing them. Let's see. Let me go part of the ruling here. The government expressly acknowledges that non-automatic firearms, up to 50 caliber, including modern semi-automatic sporting rifles, such as the popular AR-15 and similar firearms, are not inherently military. So what they're trying to prosecute him with was an old Cold War weapons information distribution.
All right.
They're trying to hit him up with a law basically saying that he was expressly enabling foreign governments to access military information. But the AR-15 and every semi-automatic weapon up until the 50 caliber is not a military weapon, according to that. So when they say military-grade weapons, they're probably not right. Whenever they're talking about it on the news, you know all those
when Nancy Pelosi or
all those clowns get talking. It's also a major freedom of speech win, in the sense that knowing how to manufacture and operate guns,
it's not a crime.
It's not a crime. You know, contributing information and that sort of stuff.
So if you were to have a podcast and you would talk about like making, I don't know, pipe bombs or
ghost guns.
Ghost guns. That wouldn't be wrong?
No, would not be. It's all right.
All right.
Legally, we're safe for now.
Yeah, but you're going to be on the list.
Now, the other thing I wanted to talk about in the news is fake Melania Trump.
Really?
Do you know anything about this?
Was she wearing a coat that said something like "I don't care" or something?
No,
like that?
This is apparently there's somebody that looks just like Melania Trump, but her jawline is a little off and her nose is a little off, and she's wearing sunglasses and standing next to the president and actually holding his hand.
What?
Yeah. So I don't know what the word is. I think the real Melania Trump doesn't like holding his hand. So maybe
you're gonna have the little hands, right?
They just slide right out.
If you're gonna have the secret girlfriend, is she gonna look exactly like your girlfriend?
Well, that's the real question, right? Is it like a Melania three-way, or is it the same Melania? Maybe it's just a stand-in that that she doesn't look as good naked as the real Melania, but.
I feel like anytime you discuss or mention anything about Trump, positive or negative, we lose like 10 listeners.
Yeah, but fuck them.
All right,
yeah.
I'm good with that.
Yeah, I don't particularly care for Donald Trump. Chuck is a little bit of a fan, but I think a little
bit. I just like some shit is finally getting done. I like having reasonably conservative people on the Supreme Court as opposed to Hillary Clinton picking my Supreme Court justices.
Right.
I'm just saying that might be a thing.
Mm-hmm. Well, the thing is with the Supreme Court is it's supposed to be apolitical, and it hasn't been for a long time. They're just supposed to be people that interpret the law, right?
I've
So
heard that.
all these decisions that they come out with should be 9-0, but they're always split 5-4.
I never understand that. Are they all reading the same documents?
Right. They all should be just talking about specifically what is legal and what isn't legal.
And not what they morally think
Right.
is right?
Not what they think is right. But, so it shouldn't really matter who's on the Supreme Court, but somehow it does. Somehow we got to fight about every single one instead of just finding somebody that's knowledgeable.
What we need is the perfect Supreme Court justice. I have to point out, we once had a perfect Supreme Court justice. And you're saying, well, how can you say that, Chuck? Well, I would tell you, you remember Ruth Bader Ginsburg?
Right.
96 senators said, yes, I'm on board with that.
And who brought her in?
Fuck if I
Wasn't
know.
that Clinton?
It was like 500 years ago.
Yeah, they're all about it. 800 years old.
800 years old.
Uh-huh.
But I'm just amazed. Like, somebody could be as, polarizing as that.
Right.
And
Well, what about like a robot? Here's the idea: we get the new fembot Melania.
Fembot Melania, got it.
Put her on the Supreme Court. She just goes through all the old cases, categorizes everything, comes out with a perfect verdict every time.
Perfect verdict. Can we
Fembot
just give her
Melania for
the Constitution and maybe the Bill of Rights?
yeah. Well, I mean, everything's based on everything else, and it's all about rulings before and what does
I believe the word you're
well-regulated
looking for
militia
is
mean.
precedent.
There you go. So I'm voting for what's the new guy
Fembot?
that he's putting in? Yeah.
Oh, I don't even.
I can't remember his name, but I'm with Fembot Melania, the new one,
your version,
the new
All
one
right.
that's tramping around Europe with Donald Trump with sunglasses. Yes.
All right. So I mean, you guys realize we bring a lot of good information to you guys. We're looking out for you.
Mm-hmm. Now we did get a little bit of info on John 12 Hawks. We were talking about him last week. Trying to find out his true identity.
Kevin's offer still stands.
Mm-hmm.
He is willing to produce a SOG Jungle Primitive. May or may not be used. We're not sure. And it will have his signature on it. He might even get one of those Sharpie markers that are like kind of silvery.
Mm-hmm.
They're kind of fun.
Well, I'll probably sign it in blood from when I accidentally cut myself playing with it before I send it out to you.
All right.
But
so we did have some.
We did have some headway.
Okay.
What
happened?
Well, was it Tristan?
Jesse
sent us a picture, not necessarily confirmed, but it seems like it very may well fit the description. And the location that John 12 Hawks was at the time. Physical description, right age, right gender,
Now, we're not going to
hypothetically.
disclose this picture because we want to protect the innocent.
Right, that's
we
right.
may not even disclose the name if we get the proper name.
Yeah.
Because I feel like we would be betraying a sacred trust.
Mm-hmm. I've been trying to figure out what this guy's name is for about 5 years, though, so.
So, good luck.
Yeah.
But if you guys... So Jesse said, hot on the trail.
Mm-hmm. He's looking.
And we'll see where that takes us. So,
if you want to send us your John 12 Hawks pictures, you can send it over to preppingbadass@gmail.com.
sounds right.
You can also, hit us up with any other info you got.
What else? So I know we mentioned we got those cool survival pucks from PFA Supply.
Right.
I did put up a video with one. You might want to check it out on our YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
What I would say with that, I was talking to our producer Ethan there, and he tells me that if you guys use the code BADASS at checkout, now this has not been confirmed by me.
All right.
But he says that we get free shipping.
Okay.
So $13 and free shipping. And that thing was just full of all kinds of good crap.
All right.
So I'm saying that might be something you might want to check into. So pfasupply.com. Also, we got the coolest thing I haven't even shown you yet, Kevin.
Oh, I don't even know about this?
Tac Pack sent us 2 packages in the mail.
Really?
with some cool shit. Now, it is straight AR-15 cool shit. And they did outdo themselves as promised. I put up a little video, I think, showing that too. So you can check out what we got there. But here's the cool thing. Because there's two, I am actually secretly considering that we might do a little giveaway again.
Oh, yeah?
There might be a giveaway. And this is a pretty substantial item. I believe they said $206 value.
All right.
So you might even just like go
so
sell
what do
it
we
on
gotta
eBay
do to get
after you win.
Yeah. What do I got to do to get it?
Here's the thing. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to actually implement this item into my AR-15. So I'm going to do a before and after video. Now, some certain armorer tools are coming in the mail to be able to put this all together.
Okay.
But I'm going to do a before and after. Then, when you guys see how badass it is, if you subscribe to our YouTube channel, you will be entered to win.
All right.
That's what I think.
So starting
Now,
on, August 11th?
I think when you guys listen to this, so July, whatever day.
July 14th.
14th. Is it 14th?
Sure.
14th? I don't know. Yeah, 14th sounds right. So anyone who subscribes to our YouTube channel from July 14th until whenever we get around to giving this thing away will be in the running.
All right.
Now, don't worry. We're not forgetting about those of you who we already, have been loving us from way back. That's all good. We're going to come up with other things. But new YouTube subscribers to the channel will be entered to win this thing. And we will see if we can't work out a pretty awesome giveaway. And honestly, you really should check out Tac Pack because I'm telling you, for $49, there's some like extreme value here. So, I mean, whatever. If you're into guns and cool shit, plus, if you use that code BADASS, they're going to hook you up with a gun cleaning mat. That's going to help when all those little springs and crap's shooting all over the room. It's nice to have it just laid out and organized. So, I don't know. That's it. That's what I got to report to you guys today. Kevin, anything else?
That's all I got.
All right. So with that, stay safe. And we will talk to you guys next week.
The Survival and Basic Badass podcast is a proud member of the Self-Defense Radio Network.
Planning a fishing trip shouldn't feel like a full-time job. With fishingbooker.com, you can find and book the perfect fishing trip within minutes. Fishingbooker.com connects you with trusted fishing captains around the world. Booking is fast, easy, and secure, with access to verified customer reviews, loyalty rewards, and around-the-clock customer support. Everything you need to book with confidence is in one place. So head to fishingbooker.com and start planning your next fishing adventure today.